It's like kissing your sister. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Tick the two is like kissing your sister. I love it.
Did you hear about the constipated mathematician? He figured it out with a pencil. Sorry about that. This is Take the Two. We're going to kick things off. No mucking around. We're going to talk about the big game last night. I'm going to have to repeat the score. I'm pretty sorry, but the Lions 36 and the Brumbies were 24. Crowd of 23,000.
Nice.
How's the British Lions only come out here once every 12 years, and they scheduled a game on Origin night? What a fizzer. Surely someone would have put two and two together. Fully, how are the keyboard warriors from last week? I know you on social media got stitched up a bit. How did they come in the comments?
So just on our YouTube, there wasn't many comments. There was Maxi says you got no idea what you're on about. I don't know who he was talking about in particular, but
me.
Well, that's just standard practice on this podcast, isn't it? So he might have to emphasise who he's actually talking about in the future. The other one was at the other end of the scale is Kez Harry says Fully is a champ. Wow. Very delusional. I don't know.
How much you pay him?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to call out before French. You've got a couple, haven't you? I just want to call out a few of Vossi's prawnhead mates, Brent, Casey, and Blakey, and chuck in other cowards like Derek the Darrow and Liam the bald-headed eagle. Like, start firing, give us something to have a dig at, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And the polar bear and Max King, mate, get a life. Yeah, keep them coming. We all love them. Pretty much the response I got from you on TikTok and Facebook is that you've got zero idea about anything, and you're a hater. That's the word of the day. That's what the young kids say. So stop hating.
Yeah, I was just only trying to be honest.
That's fair enough.
My mother always told me to be honest, and if you hate someone, express it.
Okay. You might have noticed that Vossi's not here. What I like to say about Vossi is that he's the funny one of the group. He's the best looking. He gets all the chicks. He's got all the money. So we've gone the opposite direction, and then we've recruited old bonghead Bob. So
Uncle Bob.
There's no pressure on you, Uncle Bob. There's no pressure at all. I love the hat. I love everything about you. What did you think of last night's game?
It's great.
Okay, that's all we got from Bob. Thanks for coming along.
There was good weather conditions. Queensland didn't make mistakes. Laurie Daly's going to be looking for a new job.
Yep.
That's about it.
Well, this might be your last appearance, so you got to fire up a little bit.
Zach Lomax didn't miss a goal.
That's a good one. Bully, what burns your piss?
Wow. Straight into this, eh?
Yep.
So, all right. There's a few, but this week is when you're driving along in a lane, say 80k on an 80k road, and you're stuck behind someone who's doing roughly 70, 75, you could probably tolerate that. But then it gets to the overtaking lane in a couple hundred meters, and when they get to that overtaking lane, they go in the overtaking lane and then speed up to about 90. And I thought, if that's not a piss burner, I don't know what is.
It's everything you in driving. I think maybe you're the common problem here.
I might be, but it's still burning.
It happens every week. Happens to everyone. Frosty, I'm sure it happens to you. What burns your piss?
Mate, I haven't had any for the last 3 weeks, so I've got 3 this week.
My
first one is when you run up to the roundabout and the car opposite decides halfway through the roundabout that they're going to indicate and turn right and come across in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely annoys the shit out of me.
Driving again, I love it.
That's common practice in Australia.
Yes, it is. There's one particular roundabout in bloody Sinclair / Collerton that kills me. But anyway, the next one's the old tissues in the pockets. Yeah, old kids. They're not kids anymore. They're 19, 20, 21, 22. They could even be 40, leaving tissues in their pockets because they don't know how to use the washing machine. They'll just leave the tissues in the pockets and throw them into the washing machine.
It might be a ploy just to annoy you.
It could be.
There you go.
Be.
Could be
Give
worse. They could be leaving the tissues under the bed.
Well, I don't look under the bed, but yes.
Give
And
us another one.
My third
Yep.
one is our mate Fossey, who you were just talking about. When I signed up to do this podcast 12 months ago, 2 years ago, I thought that him and we signed the same contract, so we would share the same heavy lifting load, and he's missing again.
That's it.
I can't
I-
believe it.
Do you get paid match contracts like him? Because he.
Pay
Oh,
cut.
he told
Obviously
me not.
not. I've got
He
to go
told
to
me not to
management.
mention that. Yeah, he said don't mention that. So
I only have one house. I don't have 6 like him.
yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I'm not
And-
happy.
Frosty,
And-
you might have to change to Isaac Moses as well.
Yeah.
That might be it there. Full nuts? Yes, you could be right.
All right, Bonghead Bob.
Wrong manager.
What burns your piss?
Well, I want to know if Toby Couchman's coming back
Um.
from a fantasy team.
Oh, righto.
Everyone knows at 7:50 that ends tonight. No more free selections. You know that.
Well, I don't know. Is he coming back? You tell us.
I
You're in touch
don't
with him.
know. The injury update's just inconclusive.
Okay, well, get on the old internet and have a go and try
I
and
did.
Google.
I've spent an hour there, and it's inconclusive.
Maybe that's the
Sorry.
piss burner.
It is.
The
I
internet.
just need to know. Well, that could be it too.
Okay, well, thanks for that.
What
Well,
about
Burn-
you?
What burns my piss is that mine's actually rugby league related. So,
So,
I don't like it when an easy knock on your spot and the ball goes dead, and then the referee goes, "Oh, I might just go to the bunker." But everyone knows it was a knock on. There's going to be a 20-meter restart. No one's appealing, but the referee's like, "Oh, I could squeeze an extra KFC ad in there."
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's go upstairs. Let me check. No try, guys. No try. It's just annoying. They want to speed up the game, but slow it down at the same time. Choose a side. Anyway, what do we think of Ashley Klein last night? Out of 10, rating 1 to 10. Rating only. I don't want your opinion. I just want a rating.
4.
9.
Fully.
6.5.
Yeah, I'm going 6 because I don't think he was that bad, but I saw a few forward passes. Just not sure if you guys did too. Did you see a few from New South Wales later in the game where
Yep.
they were? Yeah. okay.
Yep.
Isn't that
Yep.
the touchy's job, not the
Yep.
refs?
You're correct.
They all sleep together in the same bed, so you got to wear it.
Okay.
All right, we're on to the burning questions. Frosty, what's your burning question this week?
Mine is, let's give the shield to Queensland.
Yep.
Which obviously they've now got it, but let's give it to them. Hold on to it. Stop playing Origin. It's a dud comp. We obviously don't get, or we. Well, wait, you gonna let me finish? We obviously don't get Origin, so it's pointless playing the series every year. So
Yeah.
let's just give it to them. Say there, it's yours. You can have it. You wanted it.
Okay. Well, what?
You don't even feel the pain anymore. Like when we lose, it's just terrible.
What are we going to do on 3 Wednesdays instead of that? What are we going to do?
Continue the comp.
Well, what about maths? Bring back a maths little origin or something like that.
I'm not Vossi. I'm not Vossi.
Oh, sorry. I got you confused.
What about what's the other one? The block. Bring the block in then if you need to.
Oh, we got it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So
Watch
the
a
same.
movie on.
Yeah.
Watch a movie. I don't know. It's just it's a joke now.
Okay. Got any good movies going on lately?
No,
Oh, okay.
I go to bed at halftime.
Fully, what's your burning question for this week?
All right. So my burning question. So as you know, every week, well, for the last 6 weeks, I've picked Queensland to win, and Vossi's absolutely given it to me. Can't understand. Calls me all the names. Keeps topping up the swear jar. My burning question is, was this overseas trip that he's currently on scripted because he knew the New South Wales are going to get beat and he doesn't have to put up with any crap from me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what kind of, what a narcissist he is. And he just bullies us. And I don't know, Bob, like you watch the show every week.
Every week.
You study it. What do you think of Vossi?
Great guy. It's a pay rise.
Pay rise? Doesn't need the money.
Needs a pay rise, yep. Simple.
So this trip was planned, so he knew the backlash.
Yep.
Avoid it.
He was waiting for it.
That's fair enough. Frosty?
I'm gutted.
Yep. Is he like Jaden Salmon, is it? Jamin.
Yeah.
We got a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit sus on that. Okay, we'll leave that for next. Well, when he bothers to show up next month or two, we might have a response to that. Bonghead or Pinky? What's your burning question for the week?
What is going to happen to Lachlan Galvin at the Dogs? Is he
good
going to
question.
play reserve grade, or is he going to be on the bench permanently, or maybe go to halfback?
Yeah, that's
Watch
the plan.
their season collapse.
Well, Sexton's going, Marnie's going.
Yeah, but not till next season.
Yeah, well, why? Yeah, I don't know, boys. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's derailing, that's for sure.
They're pretenders.
Two
Now
teams
they
derailed.
are, yeah.
Three
Was
counting
smooth
Barra.
sailing before that, so yeah.
Surely, Fully, you got a comment? You're a big Galvin fan.
I think what they need to do is put him in there, either put him in the team to start or put him in reserve grade, because as we said before, they had cohesion coming up to or prior to when he signed, and then all of a sudden he signed and he's thrown a spanner in the works. So they've got 8 or 9 weeks to go. They're going to make the semis, but I'd be putting him in at halfback and playing him there so they get used to all the structures. Gives them time.
Risk it.
Well, the biggest concern I think with the Dogs is their defense has been really good, and then probably the last 4 to 6 weeks is a bit shoddy. So, and Galvin's not a strong defender either, so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But as for the wheels potentially falling off the Dogs, Bonghead, I hope you're right there. I hope they exit the back door real quick.
Well, it's funny that Galvin managed to stuff 2 teams up in 1 year. It's
3
amazing,
counting
isn't it?
Parramatta.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why not?
It's sort of like Jack Whiten again, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going from Canberra to South, and South coming last and Canberra coming first.
Yeah. Good analogy.
I think.
That's a big word. I don't actually have a burning question for this week, so I'll just make one up on the spot. Do you think the Port Arthur massacre was staged?
Yeah.
Absolutely, eh?
Conspiracy.
Do you guys know about that one?
Staged in what way?
Oh, planted. How long do you want the show to go for? I've just clocked onto it. So, just one person was involved, and apparently there was a few more, and some, 100 witnesses, and only 2 had good testimonies. Is that the word or whatever? Anyway,
Wow.
I don't know if you guys know too much about it, but Fully.
Just a little bit of useless information on that. I was there 2 weeks before that happened on a school camping thing. So yeah,
that's unfortunate.
I got out while it started getting a bit hot. So yeah, I was very lucky.
Okay, all right.
Well, it's no Lee Harvey Oswald there, so Yeah.
That's next week's show. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, wow. Geez, I don't know where you got that from, but yeah, wow.
YouTube. So give that a
Shit.
crack.
Hey, yeah. Cousin John was there that day.
Okay.
You remember him?
I guess not.
Johnny
Yes.
Mac.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll talk about that later. He's so disappointed, isn't he? Frosty, let's get on to your top three.
Yep, the top three is the first one is the old Penrith system. It doesn't work with Origin.
Mm. What about the
We-
last 4 years?
That's what I'm saying, but it's shown even more so. Like, was I a believer? Probably not beforehand. You know, I'd heard about the whispers that people had said that it doesn't work, but after last night, yeah, it certainly doesn't work at all.
I reckon Penrith were resting their players for last night.
Okay.
Well, Liam Martin did nothing. Laui, terrible. Cleary, please. Probably Edwards and Toto are the only two that
Yeah.
probably had a bit of credit. Anyone else? Oh, Yo, please.
I didn't want to spoil it, but you were happy with Laui at halfback 5'8", all series, and I was not. But I think you, Vossi, and Frosty all loved Laui.
No, I don't.
I'll have to check the tapes on that one.
Yeah, check them.
Oh, I will.
I'd rather Mitch Moses, and then I would have been happy with Burton after that, just to mix it up. But yeah.
Okay, Bob,
Yeah.
what do you think of that one?
Geez, I think Queensland just didn't make any mistakes. Doesn't matter who we put in.
Yeah. What about all Tigers players? Will that go well?
Well, we
Tigers
did have
system?
one too many Parramatta players.
I think if they had someone like Toby Couchman, they might have been
Toby
Yeah.
Couchman.
a bit more of a chance.
Injured shoulder.
Isn't he a Queenslander?
Oh, no.
Nah.
Toby Couchman. He's a gun.
Frosty,
Okay.
what
Next
else
one
is
is
in your
why
top three?
did we pick Laurie Daly? Why did we pick him again as coach?
Queensland pay his fee.
Mm.
Because
I've heard that.
bloke.
Who else would you go?
Twos.
TV.
Yeah.
I think Des Hasler might be looking for a job next year. So
No, he definitely is. He's gone, isn't he?
yeah, he's not allowed to coach a team next year though.
Isn't he?
No, apparently not. If you get like separate on mutual terms, he's not supposed to be coaching next year. Anyway, I don't think there's a spot for him. But
Is he coaching this year?
He was.
apparently,
He's on the team list.
yeah. We've got to blame someone. So let's blame Laurie Daly. That's it. Frosty.
Yep.
What else is in your top three?
The third one is with Cam Munster being in his position, losing his old man, and fully, you'd probably know better than most. Would have you played last night?
Would I have?
Well, as a player,
Not for Queensland.
30 grand. I
I would
think
have taken the 30 grand, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a bit each way with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's a good maybe, distraction. Just think about Origin, not really think about life. I don't know. Never been in that position. Either of them. I haven't played Origin yet. So I can't answer it.
Not even
looking for another dummy half.
Not even in the mixed netball.
No, I couldn't make the team.
Yeah, Fully would. Fully could make it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. I was hoping you'd talk more about Origin, but I can live with that. Yeah. There's only one little talking point I had from Origin, is that Queensland made 40 metres in their first set. So New South Wales kicked off, and then Queensland just rolled up field without, no line speed from New South Wales. And I just thought, just stood out to me. That and some horrible kicking from Laui. Not
Uh.
much dancing around. I think he needed to dance around a little bit more and throw a few more dummies. But I don't know. From that game, I'm over it. Just want to talk to you guys. Righto. Yes, Bonghead.
What?
All good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
disappointed.
All right.
Just
Well,
some of the feedback, French, just on last night's game. People are blaming, all sorts of people. They're blaming Daly. They're blaming Cleary. They're blaming Laui. They're having a dig at Latrell Mitchell. What's your name? Payne Haas. Well, Queensland just basically stopped Payne Haas. He was the main go-to man for the Blues. So they stopped him. Unfortunately, his deputy Max King is probably not quite big enough and good enough for Origin. They miss someone like Mitch Barnett. I
Terrell
think,
May.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I don't think. I think the Robson and Connor Watson thing doesn't work. They need more creativity out of dummy half. Like they said that Robson made 50 tackles or whatever. He was gassed and he just left him on. Daly leaves him on too long, and then by the time Connor Watson comes on, he tries too much, and then
it's too late.
It just looks embarrassing.
Yeah.
In next year, or depending on injuries and whatever, I'd start with Appy. I know they
Appy.
might do it. Start with Appy, and I'd have Wade Egan as the 14.
Ooh, good call.
But we cancelled Origin, remember? Frosty
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
announced.
We might have to do like a Super League breakaway competition or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think Ossie, with all his money, he'd be able to fund it.
Vossi Packer. All right. Well, it's the most exciting part of the day. It's time for the quiz.
Oh, here we go.
Right, I'll just wait for the round of applause. All right, here we go. Feel free to say the answer when you know it. It's a Who Am I edition. So I'm just going to start with just a player where they started and where they kind of ended up. And if you know the answer, just say it. And if you want to put it in the comments, how did you go in the quiz? Do you like the quiz? And hit the like button. Why not, eh? All right. Better not say his name. This player's Australian. He's played for New South Wales a fair decent amount of games. He's a current player. He started with the Dragons. He's played 2 games with the Dragons. Then he went to the Bulldogs and played 7 games. Then he went to Souths and played 207 games. And now he's back at the Dragons and he's played 15 games.
Damien Cook.
Correct. We're on a point scoring system now. So
I'm on -5.
You will be on -5. All right. Next up. Good thinking. Good thinking, Fully. We've got another Aussie player. This one's maybe a little bit tougher. He has not played rep footy, so he's a great player. He's a current player. He started his career with the Tigers, 12 games. Went over to the Broncos for 65 games. Then over to New Zealand for 14 games. Over to the Roosters for 18 games. And now he plays with Manly, 15 games.
You lost me.
Current Manly player. Pretty front rower.
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, him.
It's not.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Oh, no, it'd be Lodge.
Matt Lodge.
No.
It's Matt Lodge.
Who's the other one?
The
other front rower for Manly.
Laui.
Too many tooth and froze for me.
The other idiot.
I'm just happy that you're really filling in Vossi's shoes.
Yeah, thanks.
Really well, because he's got no idea about.
No, it's too many tooth and froze for me. Like here, there. Nah.
You got to stump you, but Vossi's not good at names either. So you're doing well, Bonghead.
Thanks, mate.
All right, this is the toughest one of the day.
Ooh.
Current player.
Yeah.
Played a fair bit of rep footy, fullback. Started the career at Brisbane for 12 games. Went over to Newcastle for 26 games. And now back at the Broncos, yet to play a game this year. Who am I? Good player, good fullback.
So what was
too good if he hasn't played a game this year?
Broncos.
Broncos?
Yep. Played for Australia.
Oh.
Look at the brain just ticking, pulsing. Pew, pew, pew. All right, time's up. Final answer, Tamika Upton, fullback for the Broncos. She's a great sort. Anyway,
Please.
I knew you wouldn't have a clue with that.
Make sure
Give
you
us
do
a
this
break.
quiz again next week, please.
How come
All
she
right.
hasn't? She injured, is she?
I don't know. I just quick Google search. I think I
Played last week.
did this quickly. On to the tipping. Do you like how the speed of this going on?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
You're flying, mate. You're absolutely flying.
Righto. Friday game. One game. Sharks versus Dolphins. Sharks 165. Dolphins 222.
Fins.
No one did the ins and outs. I forgot to mention that. We're just going to go with tips. Frosty, you're
Yep,
up first.
Dolphins, mate. Uncle Bob said Fins.
Yeah.
I'm with him. Dolphins.
He's filling in Vossi very well. Just
Jump in the queue.
jump in the queue.
Yep.
This
Get
is
out
not
in front.
It's not scripted. It's just hours of the number one fan watching this and getting a feel for it. Fully, who's your tip?
I'm going to go the Sharks. I think the Dolphins, they're due. They're due to hit the. I was going to swear then, but I can't afford to tip an in. So, sorry, reluctantly the Sharks.
Okay, the Dolphins have been averaging 40 points for the last 5 weeks.
Killing it.
So I'm on the Fins. $2.20? Yes, please. On to Saturday game, 3 games. Knights versus Storm. Knights $4. Storm $1.25. Very short. Frosty?
I'm going Storm, apparently, ins and outs. We didn't want to do them. I think Harry Grant and Munster aren't going to play. So I've still taken the Storm, but yeah.
Yeah. Fully?
Well, if those two are out, that changes my opinion a bit. So I'd probably say the Storm by 20.
Yeah. Typical. Bob, what do you got?
Storm.
Yeah.
Storm easy.
Pong is out. Fletcher Sharp will be fullback.
No. Fletcher Hunt.
Oh, really?
Sharp's out with
Sharp's gone for the year.
lacerated whatever. Spleen? No.
And kidney.
Yep. Pulled a hamstring. Got
Fletcher
the
Hunt.
neck.
And he's getting a haircut.
And he
That's
got
right.
No, he's in the midst of.
Wow, well, you'd have to go Storm on that one.
By
Their 2 best players are out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Saturday middle game, Dragons, Roosters. Dragons are $2.55 and Roosters $1.25. Frosty?
Roosters for me.
Mm-hmm. Next.
Is Flanagan in?
Yes.
Yep.
Roosters.
Bob?
Dragons.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like the cheaters. The Roosters, sorry.
Well, I think it's a great spot for the Roosters. They're going to bounce back. They're going to play they played stinky old Tigers and got a bit embarrassed.
Couldn't
So-
beat the Tigers.
Well, yeah, they're missing 5 players, but,
Oh, excuses.
some people are a bit more observant than others. Anyway, late game, Saturday, Cowboys, $2.88, Doggies $1.40. Frosty?
Got to take the Dogs.
Mm-hmm. Next?
I'll go the Cows.
No, come on.
Sorry,
Well.
I was a little bit distracted by your third chin there, French. Can you do your top? No, so it's nice a little bit. You're just starting to recline in your chair. Look at you.
I'm getting
You haven't
hungry.
got my wheelchair, have you?
Walker.
Bob, just give me a team.
Yeah, Cows.
Oh,
Geez,
wow.
that is hanging low, isn't it? That chin. Lift your head up. That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking just
Doggies.
like your mother.
The,
Ooh.
Get your hands off her. The Doggies, they're specials. How are they not? Hoping all their boys play again. Reece Robson, he's probably played 70? Do you reckon he played 70 minutes or 65?
Yeah,
In Origin?
65, yeah.
I don't know. I turned it off half time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I just think they're in a rut and there's starting to be a divide in the comp. There's a lot of strong favourites this week. So We'll probably get 3 out of 8. All right. Sunday, New Zealand, $1.36. Mighty Tigers, 3.18.
Mate, I'm going the Tigers because the Warriors can't win at home. Every time I tip them at home, they haven't won. So, nah, I'm off them.
Bully?
I reckon the Tigers are specials this week
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
because Luai's back.
Bob?
Yeah, Tigers.
I'm
Well,
just
without Barnett and without their
yeah.
halfback, the season's
Oh.
almost finished.
They got Tanner Boyd, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Without a halfback. Yeah.
He's like Flanagan.
Yeah,
He'd be a good pickup in your fantasy league, wouldn't he?
he would. I just can't tip the Tigers. I'm sorry.
Good.
They had a win last week. They don't get 2 in a row. Over to Western Sydney Derby. Para versus Penrith. Para $1.38. Riff $1.27. Not sure if all the Origin players are backing up, but we'll find out later in the game. Frosty, who you tipping?
I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it?
No.
It's hard to get it right.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go draw, but it's just you don't know, unfortunately, with the Origin players, how many players don't play. It's like it really makes me nervous. What would Vossi do?
Oh, Barrow specials.
Pass.
I'll go to the Panthers.
Yeah. Bully?
Dean Hawkins, the halfback for Parramatta. Panthers 13 plus.
Ooh.
Bob?
The Riff. Go the Riff.
I knew someone would bring up Dean Hawkins. Yeah. They just can't do it. Titans, Broncos. Titans $1.37. Broncos $1.30. No, sorry, Titans were $3.70.
Yeah, I won't say Broncos are specials, but Broncos for me.
David Fafita's back. So
look out.
And Des is supposedly gone, so the bounce back factor, but nah.
Yeah.
Bronx for me. Again, you don't know how many you're going to back up. You'd think being the late game that most of them probably will, but yeah, I don't know.
Broncos for me.
Bob?
Broncos.
Yeah, why not? I don't like them. I'm not impressed with them, but they'll win this game.
Titans are still coming last.
Yeah, they sure are. Thanks for that. Thanks for chipping in.
They're not jumping ahead.
They're not, are they?
Not over the horses.
Well, they didn't get a new coach, but they're not playing for anyone, are they? Yeah. Anyway, we've had a lot of exciting moments this podcast. But the big announcement is that there's no Supercoach update this week.
Hey.
So, yeah, a round of applause. And now we're on to the joke of the week. So, Frosty, can you please open up the batting?
Yep, 2 of mine again. So, first one is, what do you call a pudgy psychic? A fortune teller?
Is that French?
It could be. It could be. And the other one is, how do you make a waterbed bouncier? Add spring water.
That's yours.
That was mine. Very good, Fully.
That'd be expensive.
Oh, wow. That was worth the wait, I reckon.
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna kick it off, Bob. This is your first joke of the week, I think.
Yeah, but I only got one that's edible.
That's good. Go for it.
Edible.
It's a stewardess is walking down the aisle and says to a bloke, would you like headphones? And he says, yes, please. But how did you know my name? My name was Phones.
I'm going to have a crack.
You don't get it, do you?
I do, and I enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah. And your brother. Yeah.
But mine's a bit drier than yours.
Wow.
A Roman walks into the bar and puts his 2 fingers up and says, I'll have 5 beers, thanks.
That is dry.
That is dry.
That is
That's
dry.
why I had to jump in before Fully kicks it off.
Oh, wow, that's dry.
Fully?
We'll get it dirty again and we'll have a dig at the Queenslanders, eh? So, all right, boys, how do you circumcise a Queenslander?
Phew.
You kick his sister in the jaw.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh, that is right on. That's
Boy.
I watched Origin at a pub last night and I copped it a little bit and
In
just
the jaw?
in the jaw. All these heads barking at me. Just they
Wow.
thought every call was against them and yeah,
Wow.
what can you do with them? Unfortunately, I was up here, so we better get to the multi before Bob, needs another hit. So, Frosty, what do we got with our multi going?
I've taken Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Roosters.
Go Bob.
I have to be Storm.
Wake up. Yeah,
Storm at the start.
I'm on the doggies. So
On your specials, eh? Mm.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm just calculating that quickly. $3.95. So jump on that. It's a decent price. And I think we'll finish the show with Fully and his final thought.
Oh, wow. Straight up, eh? So if anyone out there's got a final thought that they want me to put my own little spin on it, flick it through and I'll try and weave some magic and throw down a googly or a flipper or something like that. So, all right, so here we go. The funny uncle. Every family has one, right? The guy who's like the human version of a dad joke with a PhD in awkwardness. Does it sound familiar so far?
Yes.
I swear, my uncle, so funny. He once tried to fix the Wi-Fi by turning it on and off again with a hammer. And then he looked at me like I was the one who didn't get it. You know, funny uncles are like Swiss Army knives of the family, always prepared with a joke, a bad pun, or some story from back in my day. My uncle told me once, you know you're getting old when your back goes out more than you do. Thanks, uncle. Thanks for the wisdom. Now I just sit on the couch and wait for my back to tell me it's tired. But honestly, the funniest thing about uncles is their ability to embarrass you in front of your friends. I remember in high school, my uncle told everyone I was the smartest kid he'd ever seen, which is sweet, you know, until he added, but don't ask him to fix your computer. It's worse than a Windows update. Thanks, uncle. Real confidence booster. At the end of the day, though, I think we all secretly love our funny uncles. They remind us that life doesn't have to be serious all the time. Sometimes just get a good laugh, a bad joke, and even uncles who convince they're the funniest person alive, even if it's just the funniest person in the family. Now take that to bed with your sister after you give her a kiss.
Very good.
Yum. Mm.
That was for you, Uncle Bob.
Mm.
Can you relate to any of that?
No. Can you, Uncle Touchy?
Occasionally, yeah, I'm pretty funny, so I get that a bit, but it's all good.
Can I give a
So-
shout out to my drug dealer, the belly surfer, last night? He flowed the flag for us and wore the old Take the Two podcast hat to the Origin.
Yeah,
And he got a
He's a-
few inquiries, so hopefully with a bit of luck while he was selling his merchandise, we might get a few more viewers.
well, hopefully you guys step up a bit and start, flying the flag. The tips.
Sorry, French. He wasn't the bloke, the old belly surfer that threw the CC can at Connor Watson as he was walking off, was he?
No, he'd already left.
They're still on the lookout for that dude.
Oh, I missed that. Did he?
Excuse me, Dale, can you get us another CC?
Did he hit him?
No, he hit the guy next to him on the shoulder, apparently.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty bad.
News is a bit slow up here, but yeah,
Like
I
the
appreciate
internet.
it. Yeah. Well, that's all we have in stock for tonight. Hope you have a great night. Fully, You're
Yes.
supposed to say, I hope your team gets flogged.
You're supposed to take over from me now. You forgot, didn't you?
I'm a bit tired today.
Good luck with all your teams, guys. Hopefully your team gets flogged. And remember, if you're ever in doubt, watch his back and look at Frenchie's 3 chins. And thanks for Uncle Bob for
Yes, thank you, Uncle Bob.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
And take the 5.
Take the 5.
Great, mate. See ya.